What is up, YouTube? I'm just sitting down now to do my eye exercises, and I thought I would share them with you. First of all, I just need to say that I'm wearing in my mouth, I'm wearing it's like a little stick-on sweetie that sticks to the palate of the mouth. It helps me to train my tongue posture. It just adds a little like bump there that I can sort of like press my tongue into over like a 45-minute to an hour period, and it helps strengthen the tongue. And so I might speak a little bit funny, like I've got a lisp or something. So I just wanted to bring that to your awareness. That's a conversation for another video, but now's the time for me to make this video, and I just happen to have this thing in my mouth, so just want to get that out of the way. So a little context before we get into the practice. Within the last 6 months, I decided to go and get my eyes tested, and I got 2 for 1 at your favorite opticians. Got my eyes tested and got a prescription. Spent a lot of money, and you know, I was of two minds when I did it. Part of me was like, this goes kind of like against my experience of the body and mobility and our perennial ability to facilitate change within the body and adaptation, to rely on a technology to kind of like take the weight off. But I've been reading like every night for about a year, and I was starting to get quite strained. And so when I got the glasses, immediately there was a lot of relief, and I was able to read for longer periods. So I'm grateful for them. However, once I started wearing them and people started commenting, and I started getting into conversations about wearing glasses and like age-related eye degeneration. Maybe there's another term for it, but when I started getting into conversations with the people about this, my mum and some friends, I started to see the pattern. It's like every 2 years you need to go back and you have to get another one. And then I was like, right, okay, well, I'm going to do something about this so that I don't fall into that trajectory for my life, so that I don't like fast track down that path where every 2 years I'm needing to buy more glasses and get new prescriptions and all the rest of it. Because ultimately where that leads to is, well, there's only so much the technology can do, right? And even some of these surgeries, they're not permanent. So I decided to take the matter into my own hands and start doing eye exercises. Now, I've done these before, and I've sort of like, I get the concept, but sticking with it, I never really had any incentive to stick with it. And suddenly I did have an incentive to stick with it, because that's not a track I really want to go down. Or if it's inevitable, then I want to at least slow down the speed at which I go down that path. So I started revisiting a lot of stuff that I'd researched before and practicing some of these eye exercises. And I have to say that I forget that I need glasses. I'm not reading as much at the moment, so I'm not getting that strain. And every now and then I'm like, right, okay, it's time to put them on. But for the most part, I've forgotten that I even need them. And that's after practicing for about 6 weeks now, most days. So I'll take you through these eye exercises. They're really simple. If you wanted to mitigate some of that sort of degeneration of eyesight, then I believe that this can be helpful. But you know, your own experience is king. And so I'm not going to make any bold claims here, but I just wanted to share. I'm going to do it myself now, and so why not share it with the world? There's plenty of videos of this online. I'm not the first one to do this, but I'll give you my take on it. So just sit comfortably, and as a principle, try to keep breathing. When we pinch off the breath, we kind of like we create sort of tension habits in the body. Or when we pinch off the breast, it can indicate tension habits in the body. So we want to kind of like maybe separate out the movements we're doing with the eyes from any tension habits. So make an intention to keep breathing. And if you ever notice you're pinching off the breath, just continue with the breath. We'll be taking plenty of breaks between each exercise to take a breath and sort of recalibrate the nervous system. So the first one would just be simple up and down for 10 reps. So 1 rep is up and then down. That's 1. Up and then down. 2. Up and then down. 3. Okay. Let's begin. Up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now just close the eyes, take a breath. And sort of breathe into the space that we've just stimulated. So we're taking a breath into where we've just moved the eyes and all the muscles and creating some blood flow up in there. And just relax your shoulders. And don't strain any of these exercises. Just go to comfort and maybe a little bit beyond, but not strain. Right, now we'll do side to side. So again, 1 rep is right, left, 1. Right, left, 2. 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Close the eyes, take a breath. Relax any tension that may have built up. Attention in the eyes. Now we'll do diagonals. So let's go top left, bottom right. For 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, keep breathing. 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Close the eyes. Now let's go top right, bottom left. For 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Close the eyes, relax, keep breathing. Feel the energy in the eyes, feel the breath moving up in and around the eyes, space around the eyes. Now let's do circles. So let's start at the top and then we look to the right and then down and then to the left and then up. That's 1 rep. We'll do 10 of those. And remember to keep breathing and relax and no strain, but just work at the edge of your comfort zone. Okay, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. 7. Noticing any jerky bits, intending to smooth them out and make a nice smooth circle. 9. 10. Closing the eyes, noticing any tension that may have built up in the shoulders and the neck, in the throat, in the jaw. Take a deep breath in and just release all of that. And then we'll go the other way. So looking up at the top, and then round to the left, and down to the right, down to the bottom, and then around to the right, and then up to the top. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. Noticing where you're getting jerky, just maybe slowing it down. There's a bit I want to skip over when I look to the left, and then another bit around my nose. What are we on? 7? 8. 9. 10. Closing the eyes. Okay, so the next one will be, we're working on the iris now. We're working on like the muscle. It's a muscle just like any muscle. And if you're looking at, most of your life happens at arm's length, then your mobility of the eye becomes limited to the range within which you most use it, and then you find it difficult to come in and out of that range, to go beyond it or to come in closer from it. And so working to focus on things that are further away and closer is going to start to exercise that muscle, give it new experiences, and increase your mobility. So I've got a lovely view here. I recommend finding a window to look out of, or at least something kind of like the other side of the room if you're in a bigger room, or looking down a hallway, wherever you can find a little bit of space that gets you a good few meters, at least 4 or 5 meters away at least. But a window would be great, overlooking the garden or whatever. And so I'll show you from my perspective. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick our thumb out, and we're going to bring the thumb in all the way to touch the nose, and you're focusing on the thumb, and then all the way out, and then looking to the horizon, and then looking back at the thumb, and then bringing the thumb in and focusing on the thumb all the way to the nose. So that is the practice. And I'll just point the camera at me doing that. And we'll go for 10 reps. So, arm's length. Bring it in. Focusing as best you can, all the way to the nose. And then keeping focused on the thumb, extending it out. And then look as far as you can into the horizon. And then back at the thumb. And that's 1 rep. And then we're going to come in. Keep breathing, keep relaxing your shoulders. And when you reach full length, look to the horizon or as far away as you can. And then back to the thumb. What are we on? 4? 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Actually focus on something specific. Don't just quickly like half focus. Try your best to see if there's some writing there, read it. If there's a picture, try and look at a detail within the picture. I can see a gate at the bottom of the field. So, boom. I think that's about 10. I kind of lost count. Cool. Alright, so we just got 2 more things to do before we wrap things up. We're just going to fast blinks for about, let's say, I'm going to count about 20 seconds. So really quick blinking. Alright, ready, steady, go. Keep breathing. And that's 20 seconds. Take a breath. Feel the blood flow in the eyes. And now the last exercise. We're going to do hard blinks now. So we're going to open the eyes really wide and then squeeze them shut. Open wide, squeeze 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 shut. Last one. Wide and shut. And relax. Take a nice deep breath. Relaxing all that work. Feeling the blood flow in the eyes. Any increasing blood flow is only going to be regenerative, right? It's only going to help. It's only going to facilitate healing. So, yeah, it certainly can't do any harm to do these exercises, and I think that they can do a lot of good. So let's just finish up by rubbing our hands together, getting them nice and warm. And then just cupping the eyes for a moment. Taking 3 deep breaths. And there we go. That's our eye practice for the day. I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, just a reminder that where you put your attention is where you're going to heal. You know, if there's something going on in the body and you can't feel it, or you're unaware of it, or you take it for granted, then not much is going to happen there in terms of improvement. But if we can bring our attention to something by mobilizing it and moving it and stimulating it and increasing blood flow there, then things can improve, and generally do improve, in my experience. So we don't need to settle for whatever the internet says that our eyes are supposed to do at age 45 plus. We can be a participant in our own lives and actually slow down any inevitabilities. Of course, we're not going to live forever, and everything degrades and nothing is permanent, but you know, we don't need to suffer that. We can actually be participating in our lives and yeah, improve over time, rather than buy into any story of everybody must degrade at this speed, at this time, from this age. That's just a story. And when we believe in that story, we are subject to its dictations. So, invitation to question everything. Thanks for watching.